Hello and welcome to SoccerBeat. My name is Thomas Kwenaite, and I have a brilliant and very wonderful guest with me to talk about a particular player who has just been signed by Kaizer Chiefs. A lot of Kaizer Chiefs supporters are saying, who is this guy? I have the answer for you. I have my coach down in KwaZulu-Natal in Durban, Coach Siboniso Vilakazi. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of our discussion, please like and subscribe to us here. It's always appreciated. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thomas, thank you so much for having me, and greeting to the viewers as well and the listeners.
How is it like working with Mangete down at AmaZulu?
It's good and very interesting, exciting as well. And one is learning each and every day, and you are trying our level best as well to improve the team, to get better each and every day, and the players as well.
Now, AmaZulu has let go of a number of players. We've read about that. And how are the chances of bringing in? Are you planning on bringing in more players to strengthen the team, reinforce after letting go of players like Human and many others, Ramashem Pashele and all that? How many are you planning on bringing on board?
We are trying our level best as well to make sure that we try and reinforce the squad and to replace. But the most important thing as well, knowing Coach Atazwan and myself, we believe in the youth as well. We have identified some few players, youngsters from a development or from ADDC. And if you noticed even last season, some of the maybe 3 games that we've been trying to integrate for the first team, and we are doing the same as well. But of course, yes, we are having some few players that are coming, that are having an experience from the Premier League.
Now, the topic at hand, Coach. Nkanyiso Shinga. He has just signed for Kaizer Chiefs from a club in Portugal. And a lot of Kaizer Chiefs supporters are saying, Nkanyiso who? And the reason why I'm talking to you is because I know that you coached him at the KZN Academy before he even went to Europe. Now, tell us, Coach, what type of player has Kaizer Chiefs signed?
Nkanyiso Shinga, I think we scouted him, or we identified him while he was still 15 years. That was 2015, if I remember very well, because he was born in 2000. Wow. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So Nkanyiso Shinga, when I saw this boy is very good technical and tactical ability, I must say. That's what I was quite impressed of. Understand? When I saw him, I was like, yeah, I know he was young, but he was overweight, because even if you can see him as well, you understand. Yeah. So it's one of those, I was like, no, but this boy, when he's in position, I mean, in the modern football, when you see a player like him, he defends to play. He doesn't just defend. I was like, no, this is the type of the player that you are looking for. And when you're talking about the left footer, there are so few. So if you get one, I mean, it goes back to us as coaches now. How do you make sure that diamond, you try and mold it so that at the end of the day, he can become a better player, or one of the players that the big teams like Kaizer Chiefs can sign him.
Now Chiefs has signed him. Do you know if they will utilize him as a left fullback or as a centre back?
He can play in both positions, if I must say, Mr. Thomas, because one of his strengths, I must say, very aggressive, even on aerial duels. He's a warrior. He wants to win everything. You understand. And again, he's one of the players that is very intelligent in terms of you can use him as an inverted fullback as well. And one of the other things that is very good in, I must say, in terms of variation of passes, short, medium, long, very accurate. So if you get one of those players, I mean, within your team, even before you change the formation, you can play him around, invert him, or play him as a fullback. So he gives you another dimension in a game of football.
Coach, have you had an opportunity to talk to him? We all know that Kaizer Chiefs are going through a rebuilding process, and some of the players they've let go is Dove. And when I look at it, I'm asking myself, this is me personally, I'm asking myself, can he beat Bradley Cross? Can he take over that left back position from Bradley Cross? Because, and also, is he aware of the pressure that comes with playing for Kaizer Chiefs as well as playing on the left back? Because personally, that's just my opinion. I feel like Dove didn't fail. It was just that sometimes when playing on the left, you have to cover for Cirino. And in my view, Cirino is the type of player who doesn't fall back. And you find yourself facing two players coming at you. Is Nkanyiso aware of some of these challenges going to Chiefs?
Definitely, Mr. Thomas, because if you look at his profile as well, I think when we're preparing for Durban Under-19 International Tournament at the age of 15, I think that was 2016, he was being called for COSAFA Cup that was taking place in Mauritius, and he was part of the team in Under-17. And I mean, he has played even against Tanzania in the preparation of African Cup of Nations. Even he was part of the team that Under-17 that went to BRICS to play in India. So you look at the in that experience that you've gained at an early age, you understand. And he went to Portugal as well, playing for Vitória Setúbal. So he understands very well the pressure. And I mean, that's why I think when we're just having a chat with you offline saying, hey, you thought now it's going to break in Europe, but now it's coming here in South Africa, because I mean, Kaizer Chiefs is one of the best team. So that's why now he's saying is one of the best team and one of the big teams. So coming here, he understands very well and he's aware what of the pressure that he might face.
As a follow-up to what you've just mentioned, yes, I'm also curious. I mean, he's already there in Europe. He went there when he was at least 19 years old. He's got his foot into the big time. And then he decides to come back. Couldn't he have stayed at least 1 year longer, and maybe your Benfica or some of this Sporting Lisbon might perhaps sign him? Do you think, is he afraid of a challenge, or was he homesick, or the offer was just too good for him to turn down at Kaizer Chiefs?
I think the offer was good as well. But again, like I was mentioning to you, Thomas, you look at Kaizer Chiefs. So Kaizer Chiefs is one of the biggest team, you understand, in Africa as well. So, true. And the reality is, even if you play in Kaizer Chiefs, there are so much chances that you can even play again in Europe. So it's just a matter of when you go there. So for me, it tells me that no, the boy now is ready for the challenge. Now he's saying, no, let me go to swim with the big fish. You understand? You were mentioning your cross that is doing very well there. Then it's not just that if he's coming to Kaizer Chiefs, he's just going to take the jersey, but he needs to work for it. He needs to win it. He needs to impress the coaches. And again, the most important thing, number 12 player, which is defense.
Coach, somebody told me that one of the reasons Nkanyiso came back was because he wanted to break into Hugo Broos's side. And I beg your pardon, since he went to Portugal, he has never been called, but he's played at under 17 and under 20 level. Could the reason be that he came back because another reason is that he wanted to be closer to Hugo Broos, who could watch him on a daily basis, and maybe he could be selected into the national team?
That's true. I mean, any other player would want to represent his country. You understand? I mean, like you're mentioning, he was even part of under 17, and he has played some other games for under 20. And now when you look at it, he has played with even Thabo Cele in KZN Academy. So those, they know each other very well, you understand? So it's one of the things that to say, hey, no, I'm closer here at home, then there are so chances that I might be representing my country.
Oh, he was in that group with Abu Yaya Sithole, Abu Thabo Cele and all that.
That's correct. If you know, Abu Mhleli Mabuza, yeah. So all those groups, yeah. Because Kona Hadebe was playing for AmaZulu now, yeah. All those players, I coached them in KZN Academy.
Now, one other thing, Coach, I wanted to find out is tell us more about his character. What kind of person is Nkanyiso?
One is a team player, I must say, and having a very good leadership, and is a hard worker, and I must say, because I mean, in the tour that we went to Portugal in the 2018, he was our captain there in the regional league, because what we were doing there, the under 19 team were playing in the regional league, which was called SAP by then, but now I think it's Hollywood Bets. And then if we finish the league, because we wanted to make sure that they get more game time, we deregister them, and then they will play in the LFA, you understand? And then he was the captain of the under 19 while he was still at the age of 18 years, which tells you that what kind of a person he was, because I mean, while he was still young, he will say, hey, gentlemen, we need to collect the stuff. You understand, he's a team player, he's a leadership, he's a hard worker in the field of play. And he hates losing, Thomas, I must say. He hates losing. So in the field of play, if he's going there, he gives you everything. I mean, it's very aggressive. Like I was saying, you look at his height. I mean, but he can win everything in terms of duels because it's very aggressive.
That's good to hear, Coach, because believe you me, the PSL is a very, very tough terrain. I mean, you might think that, overseas it's tough and all that, but I've seen a lot of players coming to the PSL and they find that it's tough. It's really, really tough. I hope he's aware of that.
I fully agree with you. Even if I had a chat with him, that matters the most, to say, hey, listen, yeah, you need to work, because you might, I know him very well, that mental is so strong, but I was just making him aware that no, playing in Europe, then you are coming here in South Africa, then you think things is going to be easy. No, it won't be. You need to work extra hard, because here everyone wants the jersey, and you need to make sure that whatever that you do, you need to be consistent. I mean, you need to fight to be in the first 11, so it won't be easy. Each and every day, you must try your level best to that you keep the performance as high as possible.
Before I let you go, Coach, did you get a chance to watch the FIFA Club World Cup, and what are your impressions about Mamelodi Sundowns' performance at that level?
I'm very impressed. I must say, Thomas, I'm quite impressed. I mean, they represented us very well. They might not be progressed to the next stage, but the way they performed, I'm quite impressed. And it tells us as well, we still need to improve to try and close that gap that Sundowns has opened, because I mean, at the end of the day, we need to make sure that if they are representing us at that club level, then we need to make sure that we are trying our level best as well to be there where they are, because if we are not doing that, they will always dominate PSL.
Thank you very, very much, Coach, and I wish you the best of luck. At least you've given us an insight about Nkanyiso, the type of player he is, the type of player Kaizer Chiefs has signed, and what he will bring to Kaizer Chiefs. And we also wish him the best of luck. And I'm glad that he's aware that it's no bed of roses in the PSL. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas. It's much appreciated, man. And all the best to you.